Yeah, tough trip down to Texas, and then another kind of quick trip over to quick trip by our standards, I guess, over to Salt Lake to play a game. But playing on the road is always a challenge at this level, and coming out with 2 results is really good. I think we're still kind of finding our stride in terms of sharpness and being match fit, and just finding that level of performance consistently every game. Regardless of whether we're home or on the road, we still have some work to do, but it will be nice to be home instead of traveling the next 3 games. So.
You have a really deep roster this year too. Western Oregon, particularly, you got over 20 guys on the field. That's 7 different goal scorers. Can you just talk about the depth of this team?
Yeah, that's what we try to accomplish when we're recruiting, is be as deep as possible. We say that a lot. Early days when we're trying to get fit, you need to use a lot of players. And then also we're playing 2 games in 3 days, so we have to be, throughout the season, we have to be able to rotate. At the end of the season, we want to be the best version of ourselves, not a shell of ourselves. So kind of having a full squad when the schedule is built the way it's built, that's, in my opinion, it's the only way to succeed at this level. So.
While you're off to a good start in your freshman season, 3 goals so far. Just talk about what the experience has been like for you playing college soccer.
Well, my experience has been really good. I'm really happy with the team, the support that I have received from all my teammates. I really enjoy having time and playing on the field with them in every training session. So I'm really happy about that, and after good work with the team, the goals come by. So happy about that.
And Ray, you're one of the veterans on the team. Can you just talk about how good it's going to be to play at home in front of the CMU fans in Grand Junction, and what people who haven't seen it before, like Manuel, can expect?
I'd honestly say that there's nothing like it. Of course, playing on the road, you're the villain, and playing at home is when you're, I wouldn't say more comfortable, but you get to be around everyone that you're comfortable with. And the atmosphere over the years has just become insane. The amount of people, how loud it gets, and I'm just excited to, be back out there, especially under the lights. It doesn't get better. So just excited to get back out there and experience this with these guys and the young guys, to let them see what being a Maverick's truly about.
Questions, anyone?
So you guys have a couple games under your belt already. I guess more for the guys who have been here for a while. At what point do you feel like the team's really starting to kind of gel together and you guys are getting some chemistry going? Is it kind of already happening? Do you feel like that comes later in the season?
I think it's just a process, and every year is a little different. In certain aspects, we're farther along this year than we were last year. In certain aspects, we're a little behind where we were last year. So every season, every team it's a new journey, and it's just part of the journey. So the hope is to be the best version of yourself by the end of the season. And hopefully it doesn't take too long to get to close to that throughout the season,
You mentioned the great start to your CMU career. Can you talk a little bit about your expectations for yourself this year? Were you expecting to come in and score 3 goals within the first 4 or 5 games of the season? Obviously it's been great, but what were your expectations coming into this year?
Well, the expectations I had was to work hard, try to get a place on the team, and that's what I still need to do and continue doing. Every training session, it's a new day, and you need to work for getting a spot on the roster and on the team. So I still expect to work hard and give my all every training session and every game, every match.
Last time out we talked about team leadership, how this team is, senior heavy, veteran heavy, I should say. Is this an easy crew to kind of talk to on the field, that you guys have had so much experience together, communicating on the pitch?
Yeah, I definitely say it is. Having so many games played with each other, I think we know how each other likes to play, and we know our strong suits, know our weaknesses. So I think that definitely plays a role in then trying to incorporate all the newer guys into the system, trying to teach them everything. But I definitely think that us having so many returners and veterans definitely plays a part and helps us being able to move forward and to be able to teach the younger guys as fast as possible.
You guys, Coach, talk a little bit about trying to work some kinks out, first couple of games. Can you see from game one to where you are now that everything's kind of starting to make sense again? And
For sure.
getting there?
For sure. I think, of course, first game of the season, everyone gets like pregame jitters. It's your first game. So excited to be back out there. And then when you kind of really calm down and you see, okay, this is how we're supposed to do this is how we're supposed to do this. And the first game, everyone's kind of more just running around. And then now that we're trying to kind of getting back into the swing of things and getting back into how we defend, how we attack, I think now we're starting to see things come together as they should.
Things kind of slowing down for you now on the field? Things.
Yeah, I mean, like with every match, we're getting better, getting more, like our fitness is getting better. So it's just keep working and we're going to be improving week by week.
How nervous were you first game? How nervous first game?
I was a little bit nervous, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm from another country, so coming to a new place, a new play style and everything, I was a little bit worried, but I'm getting used to it now.
Then you take him to Texas, right?
Yeah.
It's like having another country right there.
Coach, real quick, could you just talk about the two opponents coming up this week?
Yeah, we've got Montana State Billings tomorrow night, and then Simon Fraser on Saturday. Both teams are from the GNAC, really organized, and have the ability to hurt you. So I think both games are going to be high-level games, and I tell the guys, no matter who you play, we played a very good Midwestern State team, and we weren't the best version of ourselves on that day. And even in some of the games after that, TAMU, we were a little bit better, but still not quite in our stride. Games at this level will be as difficult as we want to make them. If we show up and we play to our level and to what we're capable of, our peak, I think there's anybody in the country we can play with. When we go out and we kind of cut corners or the effort's not quite there, then it's going to be a long day no matter who we're playing. And so I think that's the challenge to these guys this week is what is our standard and can we bring that standard in both games? And if a team's better than us, a team's better than us, But we need to make sure we're hitting our standard in both games. So.
Ready? Question else, got one? All right. Question of the week, guys. Doesn't have to be a trip for your sport, but what is your dream road trip that you want to take?
Well, my dream road trip would be from where I'm from Cancun, all the way down to La Patagonia, Argentina, like all through South America. So I would really like to do that.
Just see everything on the way.
Yeah, everything, all the countries on the way, yeah.
I'm a big Barcelona supporter, so I'd love to go to the Camp Nou someday.
I'm more of a vacation type of guy, so I'd probably go to like Bora Bora or something like that. So.
Bora Bora.
You want to go there?
Sure. Nice.
All right, let's go.
You driving?
Nah.